KWTN 100.9 FM. You're listening to DJ Garanteed, Coach Q. This is the Big Boys Sports Show, and we have some special guests here today that we're going to be introducing momentarily. And as you can see, we have a full crowd in the studio at KWTN with 100.9 FM. Coach Q, go ahead and give us your introduction, my man.
All right. I'd say good evening to each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in tonight on KWTN. We have a very special episode for you tonight. We have the head coach and the starting five right now of the Santee Warriors basketball squad.
Yeah,
let's go.
What up, guys?
So
the
just
Warriors in the house.
just last week, the Santee Warriors boys basketball team punched their very first ticket in history to the Nebraska State basketball tournament, and we are all so excited. There you go. We're all so excited about this opportunity for somebody to bring home some hardware from the state tournament to Indian Country.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, Coach Waylon LaPlante, give us your introduction, my man.
Well, I traveled here with the boys this morning. Wanted to be part of the interview exclusive for Coach Q.
Yes, sir.
Be part of the Big Voice channel.
Yeah.
We appreciate everything you guys did for us during the district finals.
Yes.
Showing it for the people that couldn't make it. We're excited to be here. We're excited to be traveling the state. It's a big day for us. We're going to go downtown and have some festivities, and then move on over to Wall Hill and have more festivities before we get to Lincoln. So
for sure,
we're excited.
Yeah,
we're excited.
And we also have one of our commentators, Mr. Eugene Decora, here, and is going to be asking some questions. And over here we have, go ahead and give us your introduction, my man.
My name is Justice Danny.
What up, Justice? And give us your statistics here. Are you a senior, junior, freshman?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior. Okay, so we were hollering his name at the Ord, Nebraska game against Mullen. And the reason we were doing that, Coach Q, was because of why? Justice Denny hit that three to send it into overtime, right?
Yeah, we were. I got to watch the live stream, and I watched the live stream from the previous game before when the Warriors lost in double overtime, and of course everybody was saddened about that. And then all of a sudden we're one of the leaders in power points. We might still have a chance. The chance came up. Everybody in Indian Country around this area is like, oh my goodness, let's go Santee. And so the next game come up, and you go to overtime again. Those are some close games, and just that's the only thing that could have happened to save the game was somebody hit a three at that time. And this young man right here, he hit that crucial shot, and so that's one of the things that I wanted to visit with Justice about today. So, Justice, we were watching the game. Gary and those guys were live, and I wish I was live there too, because you could have heard me screaming around as well. But your guys' ball down by 3. You guys get the ball. I believe there's like less than 10 seconds left on the clock.
It was a missed free throw, right?
From a missed free throw.
Missed free throw. Saul got the rebound, right? Then bailed down the right side of the court.
Wait.
Okay.
I want to hear that from this young man right here. What me and Garen were talking about earlier is like, hey. Let's ask Justice to close his eyes and walk us through what happened, because for us it was only about 3 or 4 seconds from one end of the court to where he shot the shot.
Yeah, they had 6 seconds left. Broncos did after the shot. But
after the shot.
Hey, walk us through,
because we know that it wasn't just about 4 seconds in your head. It had to be a lot longer than that. So could you walk us through that last play? Get a rebound off that free throw.
I think it was Saul that came down with the ball.
Yeah.
All right, walk us through it now.
Did you call that play?
I call up every play.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
As a
coach should do. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We just to help Justice out here, coming down the court, we knew that we had to get down and score, and I think it was just a flash for them.
Yeah.
Austin, who we expect to take the last shot, had squared up, was ready to go, but at the last second, everybody was collapsing on him. He threw a no look over to Justice on the wing, and Marquise was coming through, and it went right by his head. He could have grabbed that and went in for a layup, but he just kind of let it go, and there was justice. Drained it with somebody in his face. So.
He had good footwork, had his feet ready to roll. He knew he was shooting that.
Watching the film over and over again, just that shot, you notice that as the ball is getting passed down and gets back to Austin, that he's like this. He's waiting for it. He wants it. He wants it. He knew that shot was going in even before he got the ball.
Did you?
Yeah.
Explain it.
I felt set.
Yeah.
I was set.
You call for it, you're ready for it, and then when you shot it, what was you thinking?
I was like, if I don't make this, I'm going to be mad. My teammate's going to be mad. It's like, and then I made it, and I just went crazy.
You know how a lot of shooters, as soon as you release the ball and you snap your wrist, you know when it's going in?
Yeah.
Did you know it was going in?
Yeah, I flicked it.
Was it money?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's dope, man.
Hey, then your guys' Garen, your guys' expression on the live stream just showed it all, man. You was getting crazy. Joe Moose was getting crazy. I mean, he even said, "Hey, I got to get out of here. I got to go down there."
Yeah.
And so that was incredible, man. I was so happy.
For real. First quarter tied up. Second quarter tied up. 25-25. Third quarter, teams up by 1 or 2 or something like that, right?
Yep.
Fourth quarter, you guys end up tying up. Going to overtime. You guys don't have a good history going into overtime.
No.
What you got? What'd you tell the boys here? Let's have you switch, my man, and let's bring up Saul. And then in the meantime, what'd you tell the boys when you guys were going into overtime?
Well,
what was that?
I'm going to rewind just for a second.
Yeah,
when we was tied up at 25 at the half.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that we talked about going into the break was, number one, we only have 4 team fouls. And that's huge for us.
Yeah.
Going in usually with
That was your
14,
keys to
15, or
victory.
16, definitely. And we controlled those fouls, but they played the stall game on us, which only helped us. So going into halftime tied up, we changed our defense, went back to man-to-man in your face, because I knew that we could be more aggressive.
Yeah.
And I knew we were aggressive, and that just kind of what it came down to.
Wow.
They tried to stall out on us a lot, but we're a shooting team. We got right back in after falling down 7 points and then falling down 6 points again. So going into overtime, I was confident, that, we're going to be able to play aggressive and not be able to foul out. And then we're going to come out with a win. And I think that's the first thing I said, is they will not beat us in overtime this time.
Right.
So that's what the confidence was.
So we'd like to introduce this gentleman. This gentleman here is the leading scorer in the state of Nebraska right here.
Let's
Mr.
go.
Austin. He is a senior for the Santee.
Team captain.
And just all around, go ahead and give us your introduction and stuff and kind of recap that game, man. How was that game for you?
It was a pretty intense game.
Who are you?
I'm Austin Saw from Santee, senior. And yeah. But that game was intense all the way to the end. And then when we had those free throws, when we made them, I just knew we was going.
Dang.
I just knew we was gonna make it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it though.
Yeah. Was you guys nervous, or when they stalled on you guys? That guy was just sitting out there and he ticked off about good 30, 45 seconds and stuff. I seen the game plan. You know what I mean? They're trying to get you from not having the ball because you guys like to run and gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I saw too. And you know what I thought at that time is hey, this is a perfect time for Santee to catch their win because they can come at them hard now. And once they change up the game plan on that defense man and went out and start pressuring them, I mean Santee already got like a 2-minute rest, and got a win. And man, they come on and like Coach said, their defense was swarming.
Yeah,
that's the kind of defense you got to play. That blue collar defense, man. Get out there,
For sure. Eugene, you have any questions for the leading scorer in Nebraska here?
Yeah, just kind of what motivates you when you get on the court. You know what I mean? Like, what's the game plan for you in your head? Is it more coaches drawing it up for you and you're going to take shots from this spot and this spot, or you kind of just feeling the flow of the game?
A little bit of both. Like when coach tells us to do, we try it, but sometimes it don't work, so we just have to go with our flow.
Yeah, willing to be adaptable. I like that. Yeah.
Dang.
For sure.
So all season, what was Saturday like before you guys knew you had a wild card? Was you guys kind of just hanging out, or did you guys start calling each other? What was that like?
These guys are in our group message, and my son Jalen, who's my assistant coach, is in contact with them all the time. I don't get in that Snapchat group with them because I get too excited sometimes, and I just don't want to keep them pumped up all the time because they have to rest. But I think after the loss, we brushed it off. Like Callan Medina said on on the news with the news reporter after the game is that we brushed it off. We're ready to go again. I told the boys, don't hang your head, and we know we're going to get a wild card.
Yeah.
We just didn't know where we was going to be setting.
That's cool, man.
And we didn't think we were going to drop all the way down to number 7 or 8.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean that's just the way the cookie crumbled. But we was ready for whatever was going to be in front of us.
Nice.
Hey, I got a question for
Yeah.
Austin. So Austin, you know, being a senior playing basketball, I seen some video clips of when you were a lot younger, and then video clips of you as you're getting older. You know, being a senior, what is making the state tournament mean to you? Like I know you a little personally. You got a daughter, you got a little family, you got a lot of family support, and I hear you're gonna be going to Barbados to play ball, and so you got all this stuff on you. What does it mean to you after knowing all this stuff is in your life, and then all of a sudden, hey, I'm going to the state tournament now?
It makes me feel prouder just from where I came from and trying for all 4 years. It just makes me feel stronger.
Yeah. You know, a lot of the younger people at your school, I know you guys had a really good send off, but all you boys, a lot of the younger students at your school, everybody who got to see you guys walk that hallway and go out and get on your guys' bus, everybody's looking up to you guys. You know, not one kid in that school is not looking up to you guys. They're seeing something special happen, and I want you guys to continue on that. You know, Austin, you're gonna be graduating out this year. Shoot, just keep it going, keep that going, keep on making your people proud, keep on making those kids proud, because you know, if those kids see you guys doing wrong, then what do you think that they're gonna do? They're gonna try to be like you guys. So continue on doing the right thing. I mean, that's all I want to say.
Yeah.
On that one.
Ooh, good one. Austin, Winnebago. You play against Winnebago, the Santee and stuff. You guys dropped the game and stuff, but a lot of Winnebago people heard about you guys. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna go down there and support you. What do you want to say to the Winnebago people?
Thanks for showing the support. That's it.
A man of few words.
Yeah, for
He's locked in, man. You guys gotta leave him alone. He's locked in. He's ready to go, man. Yeah.
He's thinking of hooping.
Ready to roll here.
There you go, my man. The Warriors. The Warriors. That's what I'm talking about. Torres. Nupa Torres. He's your second leading scorer, right?
Yeah.
Come on up.
Come on up to the
man.
mic.
Let's do this. Thank you, Austin, man. It was he won some games last night. I think that game with the oranges and the hoop or something like that. That was your team, right? Come away with the last second win. They're kind of used to that.
Hey, one last question, Austin. How many dunks this year did you get total so far?
40 maybe.
40?
It's up there.
Coach, you're like, yeah.
40? That's
40.
That's on the low end.
Yeah.
All right, we have none other than what number you wear, bro? My man.
5.
Number 5, Torres.
Yeah,
What did you think of that game?
it was crazy. Like,
What do you think coming up to state? All this pomp and circumstance, pep rallies, everything, welcomes from the tribes. What's going through your head, man?
so we can't wait to hoop and fucking take
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, man, for sure. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know,
I was gonna say it too. You know what I mean?
I was gonna actually say, you know, like Austin, you know, is getting a lot of attention, you know, just with the stuff we mentioned about him being a senior,
Yeah.
going to Barbados, and all the stuff, the dunks and all that, you know, and then Justice getting a lot of attention because he's the guy that hit the shot, you know,
Yeah.
and a lot of the role players, they're not getting that same attention, but they should, because you know, as a team, you have to use everybody on your team, even the
Yeah.
bench players, to win a game.
Right.
And so
sure.
I know that watching these other young men play basketball out there, everybody's confident in their shot.
Yeah.
I mean, they swing that ball around, they reverse it, or they get it down low and then, you know, post the move and kick it out. I mean, all these boys, they're all locked in. They're all waiting for the ball, ready to shoot.
I seen that night. You know, that's the first time watching you guys. Usually it's these guys commentating, so I was a little bit rusty. But I seen a lot of no-look passes, and that
Yeah.
to me displays a lot of trust in you guys, each other. You guys
Yeah.
grew up. You know what I mean? You guys probably hooping together, and that displayed on the court. Free throws, another huge thing. I love free throws. That's my key to victory and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just loved how you guys put that game away. I mean, that was amazing. I mean, I was just like, wow, what a way to finish that and earn your state trip by the free throws.
Yeah, you know, me and Huge during the commentary, during the live stream, we talk about this all the time. But, you know, the team, if it's a close game, and it's come down fourth quarter overtime, the team that is more fundamentally sound is the team that's going to win that game.
Yeah.
And we talk about fundamentals, free throws, the turnovers, you know, using your pivot foot, your jump stop, all these little things, you know, boxing out. And in that game, Santee, like 100% to 0%, did the fundamentals better in that overtime period.
Yeah.
That I noticed. Knocked down the free throws, got the right rebounds, got the right passes. You know, everything was legit in that overtime.
For sure.
Yeah.
Torres, you want to say anything to the people, our people here in Winnebago?
What's up?
We'll see you tomorrow, right?
Yes, indeed.
Man, a few words and stuff.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's get, who else we got, Waylon?
Callan Medina.
All right, step on up, Mr. Medina. We have Terry Medina. I wonder if they're relation, you know what I mean?
This is his grandson.
Oh, what
Yeah.
up, grandson?
What's up?
That's what I'm talking about. Give us your introduction. What number you wear?
I wear number 1
You wear number 1. Why'd you
Yeah.
pick that number?
because I'm 1 of 1.
There you go.
Waylon, last night you introduced the gentleman at the pep rally.
Yes.
What do you say about number 1?
You know, he's our up and coming leader. You know, we used him a lot last year.
Yeah.
You know, he's just has a raw talent, only getting better every practice, every game. You know, we look for him to do a lot of defensive work for us. Late in the game during Mullen, if you were watching the live stream, we switched Austin out and put him on, you know, the big kid that was scoring all the points.
That was
so
huge.
Callan was the
Yeah.
was the lockdown for us, and
There you go.
late in the game.
That's huge. That is awesome.
That's one of the things that I like about Callan Saul's game is a defensive effort. He's got long wingspan. He's got a wingspan, you know, probably like a size and a half longer than it should be. He's got long arms.
Yeah.
And they say when he walks around at school, his knuckles drag on the ground.
Hey, is that true?
No, but that kind of defense though, you know, the defense when you're on the ball and the guy picks up the ball and he don't have nowhere to pass it, he can't bounce pass, he can't throw it up because the guy's arms are too long and they're always watching. You know,
Yeah.
that's the kind of defense this guy's
I mean, that's
got.
one thing I always talk about in commentary that I bring up is just like there's always those guys. There's guys that score, there's guys that rebound and this and that, but it's rare to find guys that just want to defend. So is that something you take pride in, or is that something you work at, or is that just kind of a natural thing for you to be a good defender?
Yeah, I kind of try to do as much as I can for the team, and
Yeah.
defense plays a big part of it, and so I just try my best to play as good defense as I can.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Medina.
the role that Kellen has on the team is kind of like the hype man, you know, like the Flavor Flav. You know,
You need one of those.
yeah,
man.
and you definitely need one of those guys to get your team motivated. Just say you go down by 2 or 4 or 6 points, and you call a timeout. You need a motivation guy. You know, coach can't do it everything. You know, you got to have that motivation guy, and then Kellen brings that. And then one thing is, especially if you're on the top of the defense, and you just say the top of the defense right here, and all your teammates are behind you, they're looking up at how you're playing defense. They're gonna play defense how you play defense. If you're sagging off and playing lazy, these guys are probably gonna do the same thing. But if you're up there busting your butt, getting where you're supposed to be, and using your speed to get around and get in front of people, it's gonna also help those guys be the same way.
Yeah,
so.
you guys are pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty tall. Not a lot of muscle. I seen some stick legs out there, but no, I'm just like. You guys are ready to run a gun. That's just 101 Reds ball, man. So, Mr. Medina, you want to say anything to the people?
Thank you guys for coming, and just know we're coming.
Yeah!
Yes, sir.
Who else do we have?
We have senior Marquise Tuttle.
All right.
Marquise Tuttle.
Okay. So Mr. Tuttle here, he was kind of yawning in the background and stuff like that. So we'll give him an opportunity to say what's up to the good folks out there, man.
What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
So what number do you wear?
The 23.
23.
Oh, he was the one hitting those threes in that one game we was watching.
Yeah. Tell
Yeah.
us about that, man.
Okay.
The last
Yeah.
game, didn't you hit like 2 threes from the corner, or was that game before? No?
That was a game before.
So
Okay.
what's your role on the team?
Utility man? Do all the little things?
Definitely.
Everything.
Yeah.
Do all the little things? I noticed that too, because he wasn't the leading scorer, but he hit some shots, he was getting steals, some big rebounds too. And you need, I was thinking when I was asking these boys some questions, and I was trying to think of like who these guys all play like, and I was thinking like, you remember Dan Marley back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't the leading scorer. He wasn't the leading rebounder.
Phoenix Suns, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he did he did all those little things that
That's
nobody
you.
else wants to do.
That's you,
You know,
utility man.
that's a
All
good
right.
utility man right there.
For sure, for sure. Anything you want to say to the good folks?
What's up? And thanks for the love.
Yeah,
thanks
appreciate
for
it,
the
man. Thanks for
love.
coming by. Thanks for coming by, my man. Who else we got? Anybody else?
I think.
Tashuka, come on in.
Oh, Shoot out there? Hey. Yeah, hey, I need to ask this guy a couple questions.
Yeah, definitely. Tashuka's like our sixth man, so we want to keep him informed too. And
Starlin.
With the hot Cheeto hands.
Yeah.
Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
No.
What number you wear, bro?
Number 4,
And you are a junior, senior?
sophomore.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got, it's a young team, too.
What's your role in the team?
Don't be lying now.
Dunker.
Here we go.
I get probably like a defensive player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Hey, so we were talking earlier about Starlin, remember? And I was saying that in that game before, who'd you guys play? Was it like Stewart or something?
Yep.
That loss that they had in double overtime against Stewart. In the second overtime, Tashunka Starlin, he knows too. We talked about this before, but he missed the layup, and then he turned the ball over late in the game for a score, and then it ended up getting put away. So I was talking to him. He said he had to live with that. You know, he had to live with that, knowing that's what happened. And he thought he let his team down, but they get another chance. And in the fourth quarter and in the overtime, Starlin's hands are all over the ball, playing mad defense. And you guys actually played that whole overtime flawless and no turnovers either. So I want to hear from you your redemption story from the night you guys lost that game until the night when you guys hit that 3 at the end of the game. Talk to me.
I just want to go in that game, that Mullen game. I wanted to dub them, but that didn't happen. We went to overtime. And Justice saved the game. And, made me cry.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
I mean, there's a lot of things. I like to say the game is won, there's 4 quarters. And if it comes down where you're down by 3 seconds and stuff, or if you get blown out, that usually doesn't happen at the last 3 seconds and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can lose the game in the second quarter, lose the game in the third quarter, but I thought it was going to slip away. Honestly, I thought it was going to slip. You guys were down, what, 7?
7.
Down by 7. And I was just like, oh no, it's going south. I've seen this before. But you guys dug your heels in. I don't know if Coach LaPlante gave you a motivation story or whatnot, but we seen magic. You guys came together, boom, hit that 3, went into overtime, hit those free throws, and now you're here. And where you guys going?
Lincoln.
No.
State.
No.
I want to state. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Yes,
about,
indeed.
man. All right, Waylon, we want to turn our attention to you. And, you know what I mean? Like, this team here, what did you say to the team last night?
At the pep rally, I wanted to reassure them that not only am I proud, my assistant's proud, my son, the community's proud, Indian country is proud, and when we get to Lincoln, we're going to have, I think 3 or 4 more interviews, when we get down there, that people just want to know about us and people
First
want to
time
know
ever.
who they are.
They're going to interview
History
the heck.
made,
They're going to interview the heck out of you guys down here.
And so, these boys, I don't think it's really hit them, and I talked to them about that as well.
Yeah.
Closer we get to Lincoln, my nerves are just, I'm just bouncing off the walls and, anxious. And I get driving down the road and, tell my wife, we're going to state right now, just kind of those unbelievable moments, and I think it's going to start hitting them.
I'm going to piggyback off of that question right there. So keep on going with that, but tell me how it feels to actually have your own son sitting right next to you on the bench doing this together.
For
'Cause
sure.
I'm a
right?
father. I'm a father.
My oldest son is my assistant, and then I have a son, Jaquin, who's my bench captain, and he makes sure that we're hyped up.
Yeah.
The bench is hyped up. They're standing up, hollering.
Oh,
His
man.
name is Jake. So I have 2 sons on the team.
That's awesome.
Early in the season,
That's dope.
I had to be away because, I had a medical issue, and my second oldest son stepped in, and he went out to Illini and coached with my oldest son. So,
Oh, nice.
everybody's involved. My wife does the book.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
those things mean a lot, and,
Right.
and I was telling these guys the other night, a lot of these guys are my relatives, by blood,
Yep,
so
yep.
that even makes it a sweet deal, knowing that, just we're one big family. Right before the game, these guys talk about that. They holler family. And that means a lot to them because they got that brotherhood and they're gonna back each other up no matter what.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the one big unique thing about our Native Americans here in Nebraska making the state tournament is that they don't realize that that's always just gonna be family. You know what I'm saying? No matter what our teams are, very rarely do we get just these big group conglomerate of people that come together from a small town that really aren't together. So like that's what makes it more special is that it is family. It's a brotherhood. It's y'all. You know what I mean? And it's nobody else. And that's why you guys got to take that and wear that with pride. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in those gyms, when you step in these interviews, when you look at your people in the stands, you know what I'm saying? Wear that with pride and motivate it. You know what I mean? That's a motivator for you guys. And like I said, I speak for everybody here. Everybody's just proud of you guys. You know what I'm saying? But now it's up to y'all, right? Now it's time to go hit that gym and do business. So
these guys have friends here in Winnebago, Sioux City, Macy, Walt Hill. They have friends everywhere, and they're gonna all come down. They're putting on these celebrations for us on our way through.
Yeah.
And my personal ties right here to Winnebago. With the drum groups. All of you guys. Sang with you guys before. And that traditional part of it. These boys are all learning. In our school. And then to be part of like the Omaha tribe as well, they're seeing that and they're putting it out there. That's how they're jumping on with us. They want to make sure that they support us. So
for sure,
a lot of support.
Yeah, myself, I've visited with a number of basketball alumni from Santee up there, and how's that hype going on up there for all the former ball players up there? Are they?
Last night we had some come in, talk to the boys. And some of those guys are on the council right now.
Oh.
Cameron Reynolds, Dave Henry.
Yeah.
Bob Whipple. A lot of them guys were on that '88 team that just missed going to state.
Yeah.
So it means a lot to them. That we're not going to talk about the '88 no more.
Yeah.
We're not going to say we almost got there. We got there now. These are the boys that got us to that point.
Right.
And so, all those old basketball players, they're loving it, that we're there. And we have some throughout Indian country that moved away, and they're all reaching back out, wanting shirts, wanting memorabilia, sure. all that good stuff. So,
dang. Well, we appreciate you guys stopping by. We are KWTN 100.9 FM, the big voice in Winnebago. This is Coach Q and the Big Boys Sports Show. We are joined by the Warriors of Santee, Nebraska, making their way. They stopped here. They'll be down in Lincoln. They're going to be in action on Thursday at the Devaney. Usually a D2 team plays at the Southwest High School. You guys get to Devaney. I mean, soak it all in. When you guys entered the game and the road to Pinnacle is just around the corner and stuff. You know what I mean? So they're going to play tomorrow at 6 p.m. The Big Voice will be broadcasting on 100.9 FM. We'll get that details down below, posted below. And you'll be hearing Eugene and Quince on the commentary. And good luck, guys. Play hard, represent. The stands are going to be full. I know there's a lot of people from Winnebago, a lot of people from Walt Hill, Macy, headed down, and Santee. I got a question.
Did they shut the town down?
I was going to say that. That was my question. Who turned off the lights when you guys left today?
I know, right?
You guys came up here, and there's a caravan behind you. Shout out to your fans, your family, and your community, man. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you.
I got one thing before. Okay, so I got one thing, and then we're gonna play a short game with these boys here. Okay,
it's game time.
And we're gonna
they're determined too, boy. Watch out.
Yeah, I know they are. They were practicing on the way down, I heard. So one thing I wanted to say, because a number of the boys said this to me before, but I want to give a shout out to Dion LaPointe and the other Pee Wee and middle school coaches that brought these guys up, because without you guys and without the youth coaches, there would be no Santee State basketball team right now. So a ho to you guys right there.
Okay.
All right. So I need a timer. Anybody got a timer?
Go ahead.
I got you.
What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to start from over here. Okay? So what we're going to do is we have a contest of spinning a ball on your finger. Okay? And if you can't get it up like right away, we're going to start the clock as soon as it's up. Okay? Whoever does it the longest gets a Big Voice T-shirt.
Do they have to stand up? Hold up, let me see.
Yeah, better stand up.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Can you get it? Yeah, there you go.
There you go. We got it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, this is Mr. Justice Denny, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure you go
Whenever
ahead
you're ready.
and start
Yep,
whenever you're ready.
ready.
He's timing.
Start that over.
All right, do it faster. Let's go. Okay, here we go.
All right, that's that. Yeah, about 3 seconds right there. Come on,
seconds
man.
is the leading.
All right,
About
all right,
3
seconds.
All right,
All right, here we go.
Austin Saw, you're on camera.
This is the leading scorer. See how much he can handle the ball. Oh, let's see if we got a
Keep going,
Harlem
keep going, keep
Globetrotter
going,
in the
keep
mix
going,
here.
keep going.
Wait till you get it up.
Keep going,
Ready?
keep going.
All right, there we go.
Keep going.
His timer started now.
Okay, all right. We might have a
That was 5 seconds. We'll give him 6. We'll say 6 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Torres. What you got? Do your thing. You see his shirt? You see his shirt, Q?
Go.
Number
Yeah.
23, Chicago Bulls, the
Yeah.
GOAT.
Just that right there is gonna probably get him in.
Keep
going, keep going, keep going.
Go. 9 seconds.
9
on that
seconds.
one.
All right,
9
all right.
seconds on that one.
All right, who's next? Who's
He's
next?
out. Medina's out. He said.
Medina's
Can't
out.
do 9 seconds. He
Who do you
said.
think is going to be the winner, Waylon?
Maybe, I don't know. Here
Out
we
of
go.
your team here, we got some players in the hallway and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, that's it. All right, yeah,
seconds.
that's 2.
2 seconds.
All right, where's Starlin?
Right there. Oh, Starling's got roll 2. All right, let's go.
All right, 6th man right here. Let's see what you got. Representing Tennessee.
Keep going,
Looks
keep
too
going,
easy
keep going.
for it.
What is that? The Volunteers? Is that what
Yeah.
they're called? Tennessee.
All right.
Torres with the win.
Torres with the
Torres
win.
with the
9
win,
seconds. We got a
give him a
t-shirt.
round
We got
of
a Big
applause.
Boys t-shirt. Let's go.
I know there's plenty of people waiting for y'all down the street,
Yeah.
so we better get moving.
Hey,
huh?
yeah, hey, I just want to say one last thing, you boys. You guys always remember where you came from. Remember where it started. And when you get down there, just because you're under the limelight, that don't mean you guys play different. You guys play the same way you guys been playing, okay? And you guys got to win it with your heart and defense, all right?
Ball out,
That's it,
fellas.
yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Good luck, you guys.
Yeah, let's
Thanks
go.
a lot.
Let's go.
All right, coach. Defense, all right?
Ball out,
That's it,
fellas.
yeah.
All right.
Let's go. Good luck, you guys.
Yeah, let's
Thanks
go.
a lot.
Let's go.
All right, coach. Defense, all right?
All right, that was the interview that we had today with the Santee Warriors. Doing a good job here. Joined by Besame as well as Eugene here, and we're just going to kind of recap some of the things that happened. They traveled, they headed out Santee about 11 o'clock today, made their way into Winnebago land, stopped up here, full caravan. It was awesome. They jumped out. We gave them some Winnebago Indian News shirts, you know what I mean? And then we
Big boys too?
yeah. Wow, we couldn't quite make it and stuff. On the way back, when they're bringing that trophy through, on the way
Yep.
back, you know, we'll get them some Big Boys t-shirts and stuff. But anyways, Eugene, what'd you think of the boys and all the pep rallies and everything today?
I think the boys really enjoyed it. You know, I think they really had a good insight of like the support they're going to get from all the different communities. You know, they were able to stop down in Walt Hill, and Omaha Nation kind of did it up for them as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, very soft-spoken, all the boys.
Yeah.
But like I felt like they were just kind of locked in.
Right.
You know, that's just another interview they got to do. And I think it said I think they're gonna go rock the house down there, man.
Yeah, I seen that Indian Country Today did a whole story on them, kind of had the history of everything. They have a couple of interviews tomorrow. They're going to do a practice, and then they're going to hit the court. 6 p.m.'s tip-off, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of people from Winnebago, Walt Hill, Macy, Santee, Ponca, Norfolk, everybody's going to be heading on over to the Devaney and stuff. So you're going to be going over there?
Yep, I'll be heading down there after All Request Live tomorrow.
Yeah, tell us about it.
We'll be getting into All Request Live from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And I'll have a special guest joining me, DJ Macatek, that's Sandy Scott the second.
Yeah.
And after the ARL concludes, then I'll be hitting the road down to the Devaney Center.
Yeah, no, I was talking about, tell us about the Devaney Center.
Oh, so we'll be heading down there.
Yeah.
And we'll be getting over the airwaves on the Big Voice. So we'll be live streaming audio coverage of the game tomorrow with Coach Eugene and Coach Q.
Cool. We can't do video stream, unfortunately, because of the NSAA rules.
Yep.
They are offering, I think, a subscription-based. You have to purchase a subscription if you want to see the video. I'm not sure if they're going to have commentary or whatnot, but maybe you guys can buy that and then tune in your terrestrial. We also have an online media player.
Yes, we do, and it's available on the Winnebago Tribe's website. So when you go to the website, winnebagotribe.com, we have a KWTN tab, and you click on that, you'll see the online media player.
For sure. Eugene, you did some research on the other team. What do you know about them?
All right, so they're playing the Shelton Bulldogs. These boys are led by 2 juniors, both averaging over 20 points a game. Number 23 Simmons and number 12 Bombeck. So That's who you're going to be looking out for. I did get a chance today to watch the game against GICC that they played.
Yeah.
If everybody knows it, Shelton's 22-1.
Okay.
They lost their very first game of the season,
Yeah.
dropped it by I think 10 points, and they're on a 22-game win streak.
Okay.
So that's who Santee Warriors is going to have to go battle up against, looking to end that win streak here tomorrow at 6. Like I said, they're led by those 2 juniors, and then they're led by another sophomore who's averaging about 8 points a game. But that number 12 Bombeck right now, I think I got him down. They in his stats on Max Preps, 20.1 a game, averaging about 8 rebounds a game, 5 assists, averaging like 3 or 4 steals a game. So I mean, they're gonna defend. I think that's what Santee's got to look forward to, is that these boys are gonna come, they're gonna show up, they're gonna be in your face, and they ain't gonna go away.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
how's Santee gonna respond to all that? Because like I said, we've seen them play some pretty good competition,
For sure.
and so like we're really hoping Santee and Saul can just get rolling.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, we were talking earlier. You know, what's gonna be the game plan for them? Are we gonna try to run and gun with them? Are we gonna have some half court set offense that they're gonna be able to implement? You know, how's coach gonna attack this really good Shelton team?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Couple things is that don't let the game get away from him. I think the coach LaPlante, he said he's locked in. They're going to do a walkthrough last minute. But at this point in the season, there's only so much coaching you can do. Like I said, when we watched that game over in Ord, man, they trust each other. No look passes.
Yeah.
They just know where each other's going to be. That 3-second shot that he hit, Denny, you know what I mean?
I think that's a big thing, is just play free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't try not to make the game bigger than what it is. We all realize it's the state tournament and everything, but it's at the same time, it's still a basketball game.
Yeah.
You know, like you still got to play the game itself.
Right.
And, you know, being led by the senior and Saul, having some solid juniors behind them. And the boys, like I said, it's res ball, man. Let that 3 fly and let's knock them down. You know what I mean? Get some steals, get out on the run, you know, get to the free throw line. You know,
Rebounds.
it can be, and rebound, play really good defense. You know, it's just a style of basketball that you have to play. The defense has to come first, right? You got to create turnovers. But like you said, in these style of games, it's be there late, you know, be involved late. Because, I mean, every game you want to go blow somebody out. I get that. But against good teams, that usually doesn't happen. So you just got to match the energy and you got to match it. If they're going to go on their run, let's get a run going ourselves. You know, take those timeouts. Like you said, don't let it get away from you. Don't get down by 8, 9, 10, 12. Because good teams are not going to let you climb back into it. You know what I mean? They gotta stay around.
Yeah, we were talking about there's going to be another player at this Devaney game, and that is the native tribes. Seriously, that's going to make a difference. When they make a shot, get a turnover, that crowd is going to erupt, because I heard a lot of people from Winnebago are going down.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people from Macy, Walt Hill are going to go down. I heard a lot of people from the Ponca tribe. And then, of course, Santee. You took my line, bro. You took my line. I said, hey,
So they shut it
down. The last one out. Who turned off the lights?
Yeah.
The one guy raised his hand. But seriously, man, that is natives supporting natives.
Yes.
I mean, that's the way it was for Winnebago. That when they had the 4-year run down there and like they had to open the upper deck inside of the Pinnacle. You know, because there's just so much support. Because I mean, there's a lot of native country even living around the Lincoln, Omaha area.
Yes.
You know, and so like all those people are going to be wanting to be there because hey, all their relatives are coming to town,
Man.
and let's go enjoy the game together.
For sure.
And you know what I'm saying? Let's rock the house, man. I mean, we're going to be super excited. Devaney's a nice place to play. It really is. You
It
know,
is.
and Pinnacle's the Pinnacle. We get that, but Devaney is no joke itself. It's a big place.
And it's going to be historic for us. We appreciate Coach Whalen. Gave us the opportunity to go over to Ord.
Yes.
Now, the commentators couldn't make it and stuff. You know, you were in Scotts Bluff, and then
yeah.
Quince had prior commitments and stuff. But for the big voice, we will be broadcasting over the radio broadcast for the first time ever.
Yeah.
So you guys will make history for the big voice. We
Super
appreciate
excited for it, man. Like I said,
Yes.
just being able to call any basketball game. To me, you know me, even when we did the South Sioux game, you know, my son and my nephew, all them were playing for the South Sioux. But at the same time, it's just expanding what we do.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the
Yes.
big voice is growing. And I think that's always the biggest goal here.
Yep.
And being able to reach out and go to other communities and do that. I mean, even jumping on an off game night when Winnebago's not on, hey, let's go cover Wall Hill. Let's go cover Omaha Nation.
Yeah.
You know, like, especially when it's coming down to really good teams. You know, because I mean, that's the biggest goal is to just put our name out there and support Indian country.
Yeah.
I got a story for you though, Eugene. So we headed out over to Ord, you know what I mean? And it was packed. You know, the one side they had a picture. Or what is it, Mullen side versus Santee side, and it was already everybody's putting their power blankets down and everything like that. I passed one of the Santee relatives, and she kind of like took a double look. me and Bethany were kind of loading in and everything, you know, bringing in the equipment and stuff. And she's like, hey, look, it's Bethany and that other guy. So I'm still the other guy, you know what I mean? They got her from ARL, All Request Live and stuff. But Santee, you still can get that signal right by Crofton. You know what I mean? So when the relatives go to Yankton and whatnot, they tune into the big voice.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. So
I'm super excited. Super excited that once, you know, we get rolling and get the power show going and, you know, get some live music rolling. I mean, I'm super excited for that. And I know we're in the works and it's going to happen. So
for sure.
Excited for that.
All right. So let's talk about tomorrow's programming here and do a station identification.
Yeah. So again, this is episode 13 for the Big Voice Sports Talk Show. This is usually hosted by Coach Q. He had the interview earlier with the Santee Warriors. And we have DJ Garanteed, Coach Eugene, and DJ Besame. And we are going to be getting into our programming tomorrow, which is going to be All Request Live at 11 a.m. That'll be hosted by myself, and DJ Mac Attack will be joining.
Yeah.
And then we'll be getting into Res Ride at 4 p.m. To 6 p.m. with MCBKC, and that'll be followed by us going over the airwaves covering the Santee game against Shelton.
And he has a special DJ as well, Sharon T.
Yes, DJ Sharon T.
Hopefully she gets to make it tomorrow and stuff,
Is
because
that
me and you
all
be over there. Yeah, DJ All Girl and stuff like that. But it's good. They have a lot of good things. So if you never tuned in or anything like that, we encourage you folks to do that on your Res Ride home.
For sure.
So we got some other sports to talk about. Eugene, what are we going to talk about?
So if everybody is aware, local legend David Winget and his brother Matthew play for Peru State College, and they are in the second round of the NAIA National Championships.
Nice.
So they earned the 11 seed, and yesterday, I did not write that down, I apologize, but they knocked off, they beat the 11 seed, they were the 7.
Nice.
I believe, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But so they won their first game. I believe David ended up having 21 points, was second leading scorer.
Yeah.
Had 8 rebounds for himself. But tonight's game, they're going to play the number 3 seed, Jamestown, North Dakota, the top seed in that little bracket, because that's the way the NAIA works, is they go to whoever was on the top.
Okay.
So tonight at 6 o'clock, they're going to play Jamestown. Jamestown has a guy, number 33, Walters, who had 34 in the first round. Dang. So they got a player themselves. You guys see the little stack up right there. If you guys go to Peru State's Facebook page, you actually can find the link for the game.
Okay.
And so it's a free link. You guys can all tune in, watch the Winjets get down tonight, see David kind of get rolling.
Yeah. Jamestown's is known as the what, Bethany?
Jamestown.
Is it the Knights? No? What's it say?
Bobcats on here, or am I way off?
No. That's Peru.
Oh.
But who's Jamestown? What's the? Anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, those guys are. Jamestown's the number 3 seed.
Those Knights. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
the Knights. Yeah, they're the number 3 seed for a reason, led by number 33 Walters. Peru State's no joke though. They had a guy come off the bench first round, had 20 points for him.
Nice.
So they're looking forward to the Winjets getting rolling. Make it to that second round, and once you get past the second round, they move it to a whole different location. Mm-hmm. So excited for the Winjet boys. I got a question for you guys. Everything that David's kind of transpired through his athletic career and things like that, watching the way that Peru State has kind of grown their basketball program, bringing in those guys and bringing in a lot of solid players. They have a decent seed here in the NAIA tournament. I don't know. For me, I feel like it's the perfect place for him right now.
Sure.
Being able to succeed.
Definitely.
Right. He's one of their star players. He's putting it down for them. He's a second leading scorer in the first round of the tournament. And you guys all know, man, he's a state champ, man. Mm-hmm. He shows up in the big moments.
Yeah. And then let's see here. We got Natasha Deal down there as well, right?
Yep. I believe Keish may be transferring. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, her and Keish are still down there.
Nice to get them in for an interview.
Oh, for sure.
Deal,
for sure.
Everybody that's playing.
Because I don't think the girls made the tournament. Mm-hmm. I don't think they won. I think you have to win your conference tournament or be a real high seed to be able to get to there. But yeah, we definitely should bring them in, ask them about college life, how it's been going.
Yeah.
I think they got 2 years under their belt now for Natasha. And yeah, I'd love to hear what they got to say. I'd even let bring Kelsey in after her first year of golf.
Yeah.
She finished out her first year of golf down there at Peru, and I heard a couple other of our native kids have gotten offers down there. I heard Lala Karn's got an offer to go play basketball for Peru.
Lala.
Yeah.
So excited for that. And big shout out to Peru State. They're really looking out for our Indian kids over here, and but the kids bring the academics as well.
Yes.
You look at the kids that are walking in the door over there. They're all bringing the academics, and that was a big part of her scholarship package that she got. Kelsey graduated valedictorian, and so it's we can give you some athletic scholarship, but just the smarts part of it, the academics, that can pretty much cover the rest for them.
Nice.
You know, so that's why they talk about student athlete, right? Your students got to come first, you know.
Check
and
that order.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I think that good luck to Widget. I know there's going to be a lot of people probably tuning in from Bago and rooting them on. And we'll have the results. Coach Q will probably have the results from Santee's game as well as the Peru State game and all other things considered. What else are we going to talk about here tonight?
I don't know. Like I said, the only thing I got really down here is with Santee coming through, got to come across Mr. Dion Lapointe. And if you guys are familiar with Dion Lapointe, he is their youth sports coordinator pretty much for them, for their Warrior Lodge.
Okay.
And so having a good conversation with him and talked with him earlier. I'd love to bring him in for halftime tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we're able to, he can kind of fill in our halftime show. And,
Okay.
you know, kind of what the conversation we're going to have tonight is just how important youth sports and bringing up coaches and getting the kids involved in all types of different sports, how important it is for their development and what it can breed and what it can create in your community.
For sure.
You know, because I think here in Winnebago, we had a lot of ladies step up this past couple seasons for us starting fast pitch softball, which was a couple years ago. You know, Crystal Grant really stepped up and helped out. Kumi
Shout out to
Masquats.
my sister Chris.
Yeah, they all stepped up and they were willing to partake in something that, you know, we might all not be super familiar with, because I know baseball kind of ended when me and you were younger. They kind of just took it away and nobody really picked it up. I think that was Kudu Man. You know, that was the one that really pushed it and really rocked it. And then once he kind of just stepped away, nobody else picked it up.
Dang.
Even Tinner and the Brown Rigs, you know, Trevor, Jared Doxey, all those guys were the last kind of group of kids in our community that really played baseball. And so, you know, when it comes to that, you know, big shout out to Dion, and I'm really excited to talk to him tomorrow, because I mean, he's the one that's rocking the Warrior Lodge. You know, he's the ones that help set up those home and aways that we usually do with them with football,
Right.
volleyball, basketball, you know, and we always try to include them in whatever we're doing every year, because, you know, more games is more games.
Right.
And whether it's just a little scrimmage game or, you know, however it works out, it's so important and big for the kids to travel as well when they go play games. Because you look at like Santee, I mean, they've been down here before. They take that 2-hour ride. It ain't nothing to them.
Yeah.
So another couple hours to get down to Lincoln, and they're used to it now.
Right.
You know, even traveling and doing all those things with kids. I mean, a big shout out to the Miller family down there in Macy and Omaha Nation. I mean, they're doing big things with their kids now. You know, you see them everywhere. You know what I mean? They're doing everything for their kids, and that's what it takes. Like John Parker, had a high school coach now, but I mean, when his boys were all younger, that's all he did was they were traveling, going to all these youth sports, playing and everything. And I think that's the biggest important thing that I think our community can help breed and is collaboration, right? And being able to get together and do those type of things. So, like I said, just big shout out to all our youth coaches and all our youth programs that are sponsoring these kids to go and get involved with all these sports, because it builds on top of everything. You know, and I'm super excited for our girls program the next couple of years. We were down for a long time because we weren't having, you know, our community members step up and put in the time with the kids. And I really don't care if you're first time coach, you haven't really played the sport before, you don't know this and that. Everybody always has something to say, you know, if they think, oh, you don't know this or don't know that. But at the same time, if you're not putting your foot forward and putting in that effort, you have nowhere to stand. Because these families and these moms are taking the time away from their lives to come help with other people's children, to learn a game and love the sport. And, you know, when it comes down to all of that, winning's winning. I get that. Yeah. But, I mean, if you're the one that doesn't want to step up and do it, then just help then. Right? Encouraging words for everybody.
We also had Tara Hernandez and what's her name?
Vanna?
Vanna, yeah. From the and that was third grade.
So is it the Wawunk Hinooks?
Yeah, there's a couple more, and then Hey Girls.
And Hey Girls,
Yeah, for sure. So
I mean, and those girls, like I said, this was their first year stepping up to coach.
Yeah.
You know, Vanna's helped out with volleyball and stuff like that before, but like I said, shout out to those ladies, because Tara's little team ended up going undefeated.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't know until you
we
put
got to
it
see them at
together.
the basketball game halftime and stuff, and they did pretty good.
Yeah.
I think somebody in there said, "Don't play defense to make some more shots to make it more exciting and stuff." Might have a little confused them a little bit.
Yeah,
You know, I know
yeah.
some parents are a little mad, but nonetheless, it was a good show. It was a good show. It was good to see them.
And like I said, that third grade group that's coming up, like it's a group of about 18 girls in that class.
Dang.
And you wonder why Winnebago's in C1 is because the younger grades are humongous right now.
Yeah, I
And
bet
so
we
it's-
could look back at that footage and then when they head to state, be like, "Remember these guys
Yeah,
played on that
yeah,
night?" You know what I mean?
yeah.
The little third
Oh
graders.
man, that's gonna make
Yeah.
a really great video.
Yeah. I mean, look at the one that Dion shared. from the boys that were at state. If you guys go to Dion's Facebook page, he shared a video of this group of boys playing here in Winnebago.
Oh, okay.
Against one of Coach Q's teams.
Oh, okay.
And I was watching that video and I was thinking to myself, like, man, this is 5 years ago. When I started working at Whirling Thunder about 3 years ago. I was like, man, I wonder what I was doing or whatnot here. There I was reffing in that video.
Oh, was he?
I was already there helping it out.
Made the cut.
Yeah. Like I said, he posted that up, and I was just like, man, that's a good one though. Because like I said, those boys they're all older.
cute.
They're all little bitty guys.
That's them right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up on the
bring it up
display.
on there. And like I said, I mean, in that youth level that we're talking about, I mean, that's really where it's got to start. You have to start them this young. Whether or not they're succeeding or they're just learning or those type of things, like I said. So shout out to Dion, because like I said, those guys, I mean, I can almost name off all the little Warpath boys that are running around like there. I think those are the Smith boys that are out there. And then that's Tiny LaPointe. He's a freshman right now. And like I said, those are all the boys right now that came down and played. And I loved it at the state, at the Ord game over in Ord when they had that jersey, that Fighting Sioux jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember that?
Yep.
That's
Number
their
30.
youth jersey. You know what I'm saying? That's those youth jerseys that they wore. And like I said, it's a big, big thing for these communities. See, there you go. There's Coach Q doing this thing. It's a big thing for our communities to step up and do those things. Like, and there I am reffing. Like I said, I didn't even know I was there, man. I didn't know I was in the video here. Ended up making the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, and I mean, we've been at it forever. I can't remember that kid's name right there, number 34. I cannot remember his name. Oh, that's Timmy.
That's Timmy.
Yeah, that's Big Tim right there. So yeah, again, so that's why the biggest thing for us is to keep pushing the youth portion of these things. Make sure you're getting involved. Like I said, Dion, and I feel for him, because you know what? He does a lot of this stuff on his own. He doesn't have the big support groups like we have here. He doesn't have the pick of the litter when it comes to coaches and things like that. So that's why he just kind of takes it on himself, and he kind of does it all for these kids, man. And I think the kids are starting to really respond to that and really getting involved and kind of buying into the program, buying into what it is. Because, I mean, and like I said, the goal at youth level is by the time they're a freshman, have 1,000 games under their belt.
Nice.
That's kind of the goal. That's kind of what you're shooting for. That's why all the after spring tournaments got to happen, the summer basketball, everything you're going through, it's all got to happen that way. And I mean, shout out to all those guys that are putting in the work with their kids, man.
For sure. KWTN 100.9 FM. You're listening to the Big Boys Sports Show here, hosted by Coach Q. Coach Eugene in the house, as well as DJ Besame, DJ Garanteed here. We had a fun-filled day with the Santee Warriors. We want to say thank you. They are going to be resting up tonight because tomorrow is game day for the Santee Warriors, and they'll be taking the court at the Devaney Center at 6 p.m. Make sure you check it on out. And then also, real quick, we did have a winner because we did the Bandits game. I heard that went really well. We've seen some pictures. If you have an opportunity, make sure you go to the HCI's pictures and check them out. Thank them, Gaten, everybody. We also had New Breed, and the dancers did an excellent job, represented Winnebago well. And I think Bandits, did they win? They came out with the
Bandits ended up winning it. Yeah, pretty big. They held them down. I think it was like 76-34 or something like that.
I got a question. I seen you get into one of those games. I used to be the floor MC down there.
Okay,
it was the lady this time, and then the other gentleman, he come down with COVID and stuff, so he couldn't do it. But did you win?
They said I did.
Did
if you
you
watch
win?
the video,
Oh.
if you watch the video, Richard dropped one.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Whatever those cans we were grabbing,
okay,
they
okay.
said Richard dropped one, so they announced me as the winner.
Okay,
we
okay.
couldn't take the prize or nothing. We were just doing it for fun. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It was all good. We
Just
wanted
for some laughs.
I mean, that's one of the things. Like I said, with our boys, we don't want our little Indian kids to be shy when you go and do things. So
Yeah.
it's just like if somebody asked something to do, and it was fun in games,
Right,
for us,
right.
and that's why we went and did it. The
What
boys
did-
had a good
they
hoot
do
about
like
it.
a throw or a kick or something
Yeah,
like that?
Kelly Lone Wolf was involved with a couple of throwing
Did he
into a
get it?
little thing. No,
Yeah.
he did not make it.
Oh,
Go
man.
back and pull up Sean Bears too, man.
What
he
did
just
he
had to
do?
throw it in like a big toolbox, right? And he
Yeah.
biffed it on both. Like, come on, guys.
Oh, man.
Come
so,
on.
Wildlife and Parks, make sure.
Yep.
I hope his aim is a little bit better
Yep,
than
yep,
his
yep.
throw. No.
But no, like I said, shout out to Caden, man. He's the one who kind of is interning over there right now. He's about to graduate from Wayne State with his degree and stuff. So
Nice.
super excited for him. He's gonna
Yeah.
be moving on and do some big things.
Cool.
And so like he was the one that kind of reached out and said, I just want to get some Winnebago involved in all these little mini games, and
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of fun because like I said, there's tons of community members there.
Yeah.
And me and Richard were fortunate enough they asked those little 3rd and 4th grade boys to come hand out the game ball.
Oh, cool.
That was awesome.
So we had to reconvene them, and then they ended up being even get to be part of the walkout with some of the players. The guy, if you guys noticed, they just Bandits just posted about it. The number 15 that they walked out with, he's the leading sack getter for the whole league right now.
Nice.
At number 15. So
very nice.
Shout out to him. And like I said, HCI got some great photos of the kids.
Oh yeah.
They were able to wear their Boys and Girls Club Project launch football jerseys.
Cool.
So like I said, that's like that part of it right there, right? You have different programs chipping in, getting the kids the nicest stuff, getting the best things on them, and it builds confidence, man. Mm-hmm. It really does.
I think one of the things that we wanted to make mention too is that we had a winner. We called out at the Mullen versus Santee game. We said, "What's your prediction?" And I said 50-50. We ended up with at overtime. It was 47-47.
Oh.
He hit that shot too, so I was close, but I didn't win it because we went into overtime. Santee won it, and did we have a winner, Bethany?
We did, and I tried to put my investor gadget. That's how you say it, right? Inspector. Investor.
Yeah.
Inspector gadget hat on, but we had a winner. She commented on the live stream for the game, and on YouTube, her name is Ray Dawn.
Okay.
But she had 62-54 Warriors. She was only away for 1 point on both the away and the home score.
Oh, wow.
Dang. So this brings us to our concluding question here. We got about a couple minutes left, so let's do it. We are going to get into our predictions, and then we want those that are tuning in. There's 100,000 up there in Sioux City that are listening in, and then there's we got 4,000 on Facebook and stuff.
Yep.
Comment below. We got a couple minutes here. What is your final score prediction for tomorrow's game? And that's going to be against the Santee Warriors, who will be facing Shelton with a record of 22.
The Bulldogs. I got one if you're ready.
I think they're number 2.
They're the 2 seed, correct?
2 seed, yeah. And then at the time, it's kind of weird because why not? They end up getting number 1.
Yep.
And
after they lost out kind of thing? Is that, yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, so we have... Enter your predictions below. Who's going to be the winner? Shelton or is it going to be Santee? What's the final score? It was, let's see, 12-12 at the end of the first quarter. Then it was 25-25 at the second quarter of the Mullen game. Third quarter, I think our team was up by 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. And then it ended up being 47-47.
Yep.
I think Joe Moose, one of our commentators, helped us out from Santee. He said 70. And I was like, oh my God, they're going to go explode into just a frenzy of threes and stuff. He's like, yeah, they're going to hit a 70 and stuff. They almost got there. But anyways.
Yep.
So, who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
All right, I'm ready. I had one in my head already.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a defensive game.
Okay.
But it's got to come down to 60-65 Santee.
60-65.
I think it's going to be a close game.
Can I have one of your papers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to write
this is your
down.
Notepad anyway, so have it back.
Can I have my pad back?
Okay.
Yeah, 60-65. Santee's going to win, but I think it's just going to come down to, who's going to score.
Yeah.
But who's going to hold them on defense as well.
Right.
I feel like Santee's going to just play free. They're going to have the crowd behind them. I mean, it's going to feel like a home game for them.
Yeah.
So if you're there, if you're showing up to the game, be loud.
Right.
That's all I got to ask, because I won't be able to scream around. If you guys remember me at the Winnebago State games, I was that one that was starting the defensive chant and starting "Let's go Bago" and "Go Big Blue" and all that. Like, it's got to be somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody's got to bring the passion for the boys.
Yeah. Shout out to the Santee cheerleaders. They did an excellent job. They had a cool cheer this afternoon that they did down at the gym and stuff, and very nice and stuff. And they had a pep rally honor. Shout out to Red Wing, his crew. They sang some songs. Did an excellent honor for the Santee Warriors. 65-60. 65-60. Who's commenting below here? What do we got? Some comments? Do we have anybody?
We have Sioux City is coming. Go Warriors.
Okay, that's all that matters, right?
Yes, go Warriors. Good luck, Warriors.
Go.
All right, Bethany, what is your
Mine,
prediction?
I'm gonna go in the 60s as well. I'm gonna say Santee 68, Shelton 61.
68. Oh, what was it? 68 to 61?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So let's see here. Let's go Santee. Miss Star commented below there. So now I have a prediction.
What do you got for us?
You said it one time. Stay that team below 50. You're coming away with the win. All right.
Yeah.
So the other team's going to have, when it comes to the state tournament as well, the rankings don't mean a thing. Today, Wahoo, number 1 seed. They're done. They're out. They got upset. You know what I mean? So, Shelton, 22 wins. That streak's coming to an end. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be a low-scoring game. Everybody kind of nervous a little bit and stuff like that. So, Shelton, 47. The Warriors, 49.
There you go.
Okay.
47, 49. Yeah. The first quarter is going to be telling. Second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. It's going to take all 4 quarters.
Yeah, I think so too. Like I said, we watched even the Winnebago Bennington game. Like it was just felt like it was just back and forth a little while, back and forth a little while. Then finally somebody kind of got going, and I think you got a couple more predictions in there. But
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, super excited, man. If everybody's going to show out. You know, don't let the snow slow you down. Be careful, obviously, right? I mean, it's supposed to snow, but you know, if you take your time getting down there, go enjoy yourselves, and let's show out for the Warriors, man. Because like I said, I know Waylon was at all the games when Bago was down there. He was at every single one, and I'm pretty sure Dion brought a couple kids with him when he went. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, let's just show out for him, because like I said, I love the support they're all receiving. I know Red Wing put a real big heartfelt post out for loving up that Indian country kind of came together to show support for the Warriors here. And you know, we're a small little community of Nebraska. You know, of the Native American community that we do have. So it's beautiful to see.
Very good, very good.
Unification.
With that is our time. Go ahead and get us out of this episode, and
All
we'll
right.
see you guys down there tomorrow night at the Devani.
Yep. Have a great evening, everybody. This is episode 13, Big Boy Sports.